Hey, what's going on, guys? So we'll be taking a look at this Mpow Supreme Fisheye lens. This is just a lens for your iPhone. Essentially, basically it's just for your iPhone. However, it could also work theoretically with some other Android phones, depending on the location of your camera lens. So yeah, anyway, this is just the fisheye lens. Like on every other iPhone lens I've seen, it comes in like a kit, and the kit always includes a fisheye lens. However, this is just a fisheye lens, and it is about the same price as a kit. So I really, honestly, to say that straight off the bat, I really can't see why you'd buy this over buying a kit, because the fisheye lens included in here is just as good as the lenses included in like kits. However, it is the same price. So I'm really not entirely sure why you'd buy just this fisheye lens when you could buy a kit that includes a wide angle lens and a fisheye lens and a macro lens and all those things when they're the exact same price. So anyway, I'll go ahead and get into the box here. You can see it's pretty nice packaging. It's super small and simple, so you go ahead and open this up here. And then we have, first and foremost, a cleaning cloth for the lens or your phone, I guess, but ideally it's for the lens because it's included with a lens. So yeah, we have a little thing that says usage of products, and it's a fish, and it says Supreme Fisheye and a little clamp, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward. And then what we have inside the actual box here are the clamp for kind of putting it on your phone. And then we have the actual lens itself here. So not like a kit, not like 4 different lenses or 3 different lenses or anything like that. You can see that there are covers on either ends of the lens here, so we can go ahead and just take the covers off. Then we have the actual lens itself here. It is made out of very nice aluminum. I'm not actually sure this is aluminum, but it's just some kind of metal, and it says Mpow Supreme Fisheye. And yeah, so the build quality itself is very, very good. This is like the same quality as the Teotronics lens kit I reviewed a few days ago. However, that, like I said, that is a kit, and it is the same price. So I would recommend checking out that video if you're interested in just this fisheye lens, because you can get a kit that includes all of the different lenses. So anyway, we have the actual lens itself here. As you can see, if we go ahead and like put it up to the camera here, you can kind of get an idea of the fisheye effect here. To actually put it on our phone here, we do use this little clamp thing. However, one thing I want to mention is that this clamp is actually a lot nicer than probably most other ones I've seen with lens kits, because most I've seen is like a little spring clamp, so it's like a clothespin almost with a lens that is attached to it. However, this is just a little plastic clamp here, and it sticks to your phone very well, and it is pretty solid and all that. Even more solid than the clamps I've seen included with other lens kits. So anyway, to actually put the lens on here, you just kind of push it onto the side here like this. It is a little bit more difficult than other ones I've seen. Like most other ones just kind of screw on. However, this one you just kind of push it on here like this. Try not to mess this up. Alright, so we push it on here like this. Then we go ahead and just kind of put it on our phone here. This wouldn't really work with bigger cases. However, I have a thin case on here for some reason right now, and so it does actually work. However, like I said, with like bulkier cases, you would have to take the case off of your phone, which makes it pretty inconvenient to use. But we'll go ahead and kind of put the lens on the camera here. So we'll go ahead and zoom out. Although I guess before I do this, I'll show you kind of an example of what the iPhone's camera looks like without the lens. So I'm guessing people know what the iPhone's camera looks like, but you can see it just looks like that kind of. And when we put the actual fisheye lens over here, so here's an example without the fisheye lens, and then we put the fisheye lens on, you can see just a much more fisheye effect. Surprise! When you put the fisheye lens here like this, fisheye effect. So now it is like a fisheye. Honestly, I don't even know if I like the effect of this that much. I mean, I guess it's kind of cool for some very specific situations, but for like iPhone photography, I mean, I don't know. It's cool, I guess, but it's just a single lens and that's all it does. And this is like fairly expensive on Amazon for what you're getting, so I don't know. The lens itself is really cool, but I really can't imagine people use fisheye effects all that often. It doesn't even give you like a full circle. Like if you're using it on an actual DSLR or something like that, you do have a full circle with your fisheye effect. However, like this, as you can see here, it's not like a full circle. It's actually cut off on these sides here, so that's kind of annoying. Obviously, it's going to vignette because it is just kind of part of what the fisheye does. But like I said, this piece is cut off here, so it's not even like a full circle. It's not even that good of a fisheye effect in my opinion. However, it is kind of a cool effect depending on what you're using it for. I really can't see people using this all that often, and so again, I would recommend a kit where you are more likely to bring the kit along and use the wide angle lens and the macro lens, things like that, and then the fisheye when you need it. However, this is just a single fisheye lens, so you would have to bring the box here and everything like that just to use the fisheye lens. It doesn't even include like a carrying pouch or anything like that, so if you are wanting to transport the lens safely, you would have to actually kind of use the box here, which is a little annoying. Like literally every other iPhone lens I've seen has been in a kit, and it comes with a carrying pouch, so you are able to transport your lenses safely. This, it doesn't come with a carrying pouch, and it just comes with a single lens. So honestly, as I've said many times throughout this video, I would just recommend getting an iPhone lens kit over this. This does work very well, as you can see here. Like I said, I don't really like how it cuts off the sides of the circle here, but other than that, it does give a cool effect. It is a very sharp lens and all of that, but not any sharper than other ones that I've seen that come in kits for the same price. I do enjoy the fact that the clamp here is a little nicer than like possibly some other ones. Some other ones just kind of, the lens screws onto the clamp and then you just clamp it onto here. This one is a little bit easier to use arguably, but that's basically all it has going for it in my opinion. I would just recommend getting a kit. I guess it is basically my conclusion. But yeah, anyway, if you guys would like to purchase your product, of course, the link will be in the description, as it always is. And if you guys would like to see more videos similar to this one, then feel free to subscribe. This has been Jordan from Jordan Reviews. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next review.